Hey everyone, it's Jed again. In my previous video, I did I made a video about every Simpson collection I brought. I've also mentioned that I also wrote a Simpsons movie, well, an idea for a Simpsons movie, and posted off to Matt Groening. Now, I've just read on Facebook there's going to be another Simpsons sequel, but I don't know if it's mine or Bob's Burgers film in 2020, and also a Family Guy film. Now, talking about the Simpsons film, I highly doubt it'll be mine, but if it is, it'll be very interesting. But I think it's going to be really disappointing like last time because I didn't think the first film was that good. But I hope the Family Guy film will be good because I read on the internet that it's going to compare the characters with the real life, kind of like what SpongeBob SquarePants did. So getting to the point, so in this video I'm going to make a video about every Family Guy collection I've brought over the years. I collect a season every time it comes out, per year. Some I'll watch over again, some that don't interest me I won't bother watching again. But I'm going to interview every movie and every collection I brought. Let's start with season 1. So this one here is the first one I ever brought, and when I first saw this cover, this is when I first found out what Family Guy was. I could tell looks like it's just like another version of The Simpsons, really. As when I first discovered Family Guy, and I didn't realise it was also the first adult cartoon, M-rated cartoon I've ever heard about. I saw this back in 2006. First time I watched it on Fox 8, I found it very funny. So I'll show you what the discs look like, so just bear with me. That's the Australian versions. That's how they come. Same with England. America don't have ratings on them. And that's the back cover. Looks completely different to the Simpsons DVDs. I could be here all night because I've got a lot of them. I need to watch them all because I should have if they make another Simpsons movie, I might rewatch them to celebrate. Now this is season 2. It's got my favourite episode on there, that Willy Wonka episode where Peter and Brian go to the Pawtucket Brewery. And it was also, I saw that episode back in 2006. Now, as I mentioned, season 1 and season 2 and 3 are the first box sets I brought back in 2008. And here I am in 2018 interviewing them all. It was probably the Willy Wonka one was the first episode I saw. It's called Talent Wasted or Wasted Talent. I'm not sure which one, but it was really funny. It was also around the time me and Josh, my friend Josh, had the obsession of Willy Wonka. And also Josh is the one that introduced me to Family Guy. Now season 3. This has got some good episodes. I think this is the episode where we're first introduced to Death, the Grim Reaper. And I love how the covers look. Family Guy is one of my third favourite shows next to Simpsons and Futurama. It started around the same time as Futurama. 1999, just the new millennium. And the thing Futurama and Family Guy have in common is that they both got cancelled. After season 3 it was cancelled. So this, I think, was it 2002? I know Futurama was cancelled in 2003. That's what the back cover looked like. And then 2005 or 2006 it came back with season 4. Now this is where it starts to get heavier. Like you could see, this is the first Family Guy for the Australian rating, the MA15 plus restricted, which is next to R18 plus. This is where it gets heavier, and they start using uncensored F words. This is the first time I heard an uncensored use of the word fuck used by Brian. And this is what this looks like. And it's also got an episode where I think the first time I heard uncensored cursing would have been the episode Petarded. It's also got an episode where Peter and Lois go on a second honeymoon, and one where Lois goes to prison, which is pretty much like the Simpsons episode Marge in Chains, which is also in season 4 of The Simpsons. Now, I have a few seasons of American Dad, but I don't really get into American Dad. Like, I've watched 1 or 2 episodes, same with South Park. This is season 5. It's got a really good episode, the PTV episode. That's what the back cover looks like, and these are the discs. I love how dirty they are. This one was also back in 06. Now this one's got some really heavy content. This is season 6. That I've first watched them on Fox 8 on Ozstar, and I found these episodes where they really started to get good. It's got where you meet Peter's mum. I think this is Family Guy. Like, I started going to like 2008. Simpsons I've been a fan of maybe 2005 or 2004, but now this is the season everyone was talking about. It's season 7. It's got a good episode. It's got the episode where I'll show you this first. This is Ernie the chicken that Peter's always fighting with. I love that thing here. And I think this is where Bob's Burgers may have been inspired by. And it's got the episode where Stewie has like an intermission, like a dream where he kills Lois and takes over the world, which he was doing for the first 6 or 7 seasons, and then later they gave up on that idea. But I really wish they kept that plot, because that would have kept the show going, I think. But now, these days, I think they've got rid of that storyline, and now they're just... Stewie's not really evil, he's just someone that keeps us laughing. Now, I should also interview these Star Wars parodies they made. This one I got from overseas. This is an overseas version of Blue Harvest. I found this one really funny. This is something no other show did but Family Guy. Like, if I ever make my own TV series, I'll probably do my parody of either Lord of the Rings. Like, that's something none of these shows have done yet. Or maybe South Park, but I haven't really watched much of South Park. And this is, I should have interviewed, this is the first Family Guy straight to DVD movie. Like, it's not really a movie, it's just a few back-to-back episodes, but they did the same with Futurama. It's called the Stewie Griffin The Untold Story. It's like a Brian and Stewie sort of movie, but I've read about the new upcoming movie, and I think what Stewie does is he gets the whole family in the time-travelling machine that he has, and they brought into the real world. And then this is the second Star Wars, the something 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 Dark Side. What a weird title. And I might show you the discs. Yeah. Weird cover, like, it was also around the time iPhones, iPads and stuff all started to come about. That's what the back cover looks like. Now I'll show you, this is the final chapter. It's called It's a Trap. It's also around the time of the Cleveland show, which I didn't really gain too much. Like, I do have a DVD of it, and I thought I could interview it, given it's pretty much Family Guy, but then I thought, fuck it, it's not worth it, because Cleveland show didn't really appeal to me at all. That's what it looks like. Now, this is season 8. I got this one 2010, like. I should have interviewed season 4, 5, 6 and 7. I got like 2009. Maybe this one I either got early 2010 or late 2009. It's got the funniest episodes ever, the one where Peter does the Surfing Bird song. which it feels like an old episode now, but I should really re-watch it to bring back memories. I was probably in year 8 at the time, and Brian's real father, and where they replace him with another dog. Like, it's not the episode where he dies. That's a bit later on, but it's got a few funny episodes. Also, the Germany one. I love the Brian and Stewie Road 2 episodes. This is what season 9 looks like. It's got a really good episode. It's got an episode where Brian and Stewie travel to all these different alternate universes, and also a medieval episode. And, well, you know, it's got even got the first episode of the Cleveland show, because that was around the time Cleveland left Quahog to start a new life, and he met one of his exes, Roberta, his daughter, and Cleveland Jr., and his new wife Donna, because I forgot to mention season 4 was when he and Loretta broke up. Family Guy seems to be getting, like, I thought it would keep getting better, but now it's starting to get worse again. But season 10 is another one of my favourite seasons. It's got that Murder Mysteries episode. Before buying the DVDs, I used to watch it on Kiss Cartoon, but I always buy the DVDs because it's got all the uncensored shit. That's what the discs look like. And it's also when it started to get its new opening credits like The Simpsons did. Season 11's a good season. It's got the episode where Stewie and Brian travelled in North Pole. It's got a Christmas episode because he wanted to kill Santa, but then discovered that Santa was very sick because he's a lot busy at Christmas time. And it had a good musical number. The musical numbers are really good. I love their musical numbers. And I hope what's he called? I'm trying to think. Bertram. Sorry, it took a while for my name to come. Bertram's in the new movie if they make it. Family Guy has a lot of jokes and cutaways, unlike The Simpsons, and they can take the piss out of almost anything, any movie they feel like. That's what I love about Family Guy. That's probably why a lot of people love Family Guy. South Park probably does it as well, but I think Family Guy does an awesome job at it. Like, if any show should stay on, I think Family Guy should stay on. Personally, I think Simpsons, if they end, they end. Futurama, I think, well, it was good at the time, but when it ended, I just thought, well. And Family Guy, I hope that goes forever, because Family Guy has it all. Everything no other show has. Anyway, moving on. Season 12's got a really good episode. I brought Sanity. This was, I should have mentioned, 10 I brought 2011. Season 11 I brought 2012. And this one I brought 2013. This is the one where Brian and Stewie travel back to the time of the pilot episode. And it's also got a 9/11 reference. I'm surprised, Family Guy, they reference anything, even really touchy things like 9/11. You'd think it was a really sad day. Sad is an understatement. These days, because America, you have the right to free speech, but on Facebook, you're not allowed to talk about it because apparently it offends people. And this one I brought 2014, season 13, because, in Australia, the Family Guy seasons go a step ahead instead of what the original season is. So I think in America this would be season 12, I think. Or maybe not even season 12, season 11, but it has an extra cover over it. And this is this here, and it's got the 200th episode. Or maybe it's the next one, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's got the one where they climb Mount Everest, the Griffin family, and the ratings guy where Peter ruins television. And it's also got the Christmas episode where they parody the story of the birth of baby Jesus. They do better parodying than the Simpsons do. Like, they're pretty much up next to the Simpsons. If I should have brought the American Dad, because I think Family Guy, American Dad, and Cleveland Show are all the same universe. Well, definitely Cleveland, of course, but American Dad's very much the same style as Family Guy. Now, this has got the really important episode where, this is the one where Brian dies, he's hit by a car, and that's what the cover looks like. And they replace him with another dog called Vinny. But then they decided, like, when Brian died, there was a lot of controversy on Facebook saying they can't kill off Brian. So I think Seth MacFarlane was forced to write him back to life because the show wouldn't have been the same. To be honest, I'm glad, because I didn't like Vinny. I thought it would completely ruin the show, so I'm glad they brought him back. And Vinny was also in the opening credits for a while. Now, this is where I really get excited. This is season 15, which is really season 13. It's got the Family Guy crossover with The Simpsons. What's it called? The Simpsons guy. It says it up here, the first episode, because now this is what I want to talk about. In 2010, I wrote a letter to Matt Groening, who and asked him he should do a crossover for either Family Guy and Simpsons, or a crossover of Simpsons and Futurama. Well, you know, a few years later he did it. Even though it mightn't have been just my idea, it might have been everyone's idea. But I thought that was really good. I never did I think it would be possible that they will do that. It's also got a Titanic episode, which is really good. That's what the discs look like. And also, after I watched that Simpsons crossover, I thought Peter's job at the brewery would be over, but he seems to still have it because maybe it's not a canon episode that went for like an hour, so it was a real extended episode. I'm not sure if they'll do a part 2, but not that I think they need to, but if they do, they do. Season 16, this is where I think they're getting downhill. Let's have a look at this inside. It's got the one where Quagmire goes to Korea. Oh yeah, there's a good musical number. They even reference Kim Jong-un in it. Yeah. It's got the paranormal parody. This is where I think they're going downhill. I do love the extra covers they have though. If it's dark, it means I'm putting it away. And last but not least, this is one I just brought last year or earlier this year. This is season 17, which is really season 16. And it's one of the last one I brought. I might buy the next one, but to be honest, I'll just get everyone at Christmas time because that's when they usually come out. This has got a good episode where James Woods takes a behind the scenes look at the Family Guys, and the Simpsons did the same thing. This is what the discs look like. And it's also got a good The Great Gatsby episode, which both the Simpsons and Family Guy did. And I do have an episode of Bob's Burgers, but I only brought one season because only one season came out. And now I'm going to end the video. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked it. I don't really own some episodes, like a lot of these DVDs I watch a lot of times, but some I only watch once, depending how funny they are. And if I find anything else to interview, maybe I might, but subscribe and suggest what I should interview next if you've watched this video. Alright, see ya.